And welcome back. Here we are outside the Viking Museum. Now this room was locked earlier, but now it's open apparently. We've received a phone call from Kate who says that she's going to meet us in here, but I'm not too convinced that it really is Kate on the phone. Actually, when developing the game, there was a serious bug here. Fixed now, thankfully. Light's gone out, and oh! So something is around the corner, but what? Nothing, it appears. Oh.
I want the amulet.
That was not Kate speaking to you on the phone, traveler.
I guess that.
It was Fenrir, the destroyer of worlds, harnessing electromagnetic forces to emulate her voice. This is not the last we shall see or hear of Fenrir. He inhabits this place. He has free reign here. But you are fortunate that he does not yet have the power to materialize fully into this dimension. With each passing moment, his power grows. We must stop him before it is too late. This amulet must be reunited with the portal when the time of Ragnarok comes.
So, that appears to be some kind of spirit creature that is called Fenrir. And again, from Norse mythology, Fenrir is a wolf-like creature, but I guess here he has taken some sort of humanoid form. Is Fenrir one of the Norse gods, or is he not a god? Do you remember, Marlies?
I'm not sure. I think it was a half god or the child of a half god, but if we walk further into the museum, there's actually a little statue of the wolf-like shape of Fenrir, and there is some information about him. I'm not sure if it says it there, but it could be.
Okay, I guess we'll see. So Fenrir inhabits this place and appears to want the amulet that we have here in our inventory. And Wittard, it seems, wants us to help him. And I think that we'll need to use the amulet when the time of Ragnarok comes. And Ragnarok is the Norse term for end of the world. Now, I mean, we can find out a lot of this information actually in the Viking Museum here. We can read the plaques that we have and learn more about the Vikings. I'm not going to visit each and every plaque and read that aloud, actually. Those who are interested, of course, can play the game and read the plaques. It is really interesting stuff, actually, I think, but I'm not going to spend time in the walkthrough reading that. So let's walk forwards and see what we can find. We've got a display here. Oh, and I spy there's another little green symbol. Viking house. Yes. This game is available in... Oh, okay, let's...
Ah, the Viking Museum. At first I felt this area of the utopia felt disjointed, as though it did not belong here. But the Viking Museum says a lot about me. It exhibits many of the Viking relics and artifacts that I have spent my life collecting. Not all of the exhibits are originals, however. Some were kept in storage for sentimental reasons. Oh, the Viking prophecies. They speak of the coming of Ragnarok, the end of the world. Those prophecies have ruined my beautiful utopia. Find the 10 Viking runestones. Extract their energies using the devices I have prepared for you, one device for each runestone. I have protected them with puzzles. They will be difficult, but only you can solve them. The energies grow weak. You must find them.
Well, there we are. I was going to say before that scene that this game is available in other languages such as French, German, Italian, and Portuguese. I imagine that this location, the Viking Museum, requires a lot of translating. There's a lot of text here to read. Some of the artifacts are probably quite valuable. You can see they're protected with laser beams. Let's see what's around the corner. Where's that Fenrir statue? It's like a tattoo design. Ah, runestone. And you'll notice that the runestone here is missing. Actually, it's this symbol here. What, do we have that runestone? No, we haven't found that yet. Runestone. I will read this one, however. This runestone is one of the most extraordinary archaeological finds. Research showed it was engraved in the late 7th century, but there is evidence that the stone was used before that time in its raw shape. It might even predate the Viking culture. For Viking people, and even for the pagan followers of today, whose beliefs are strongly influenced by Norse mythology, runestones hold an important and divine place. It has been said that through special rites and rituals, the stones could be dissolved into the ether, releasing the sacred energies contained within them. These energies were thought to be instrumental in either opening or closing gateways to alternative realities and dimensions, especially gateways to the realm of the gods. I think that information is going to come in handy. Is that the statue there? I think it is.
You mean the Fenrir statue?
Yes, there it is. Fenrir. So this appears to be the spirit that we're up against here. What do we know about Fenrir? Bronze Fenrir idols is an idol, so I guess he was revered by some as a god in order to be an idol, I guess. Almost all cosmologies must have an antagonist, it seems. In Norse mythology, this part is played by the menacing godlike being called Fenrir, whose most common representation is a wolf. Fenrir is credited with awesome powers of destruction and with the ability to travel from the realm of the gods to the realm of the earth. Viking legends speak about how, in times of old, he was restrained and trapped behind a thick door sealed with chains. Didn't we find a door like that in the sewer?
Yes, I think we did. It's the door that you didn't want to touch and I did want to touch it.
Oh yes, it's the door we touched and temporarily were zapped. At the time of Ragnarok, the end of the world, those chains are predicted to shatter, and then Fenrir will run free throughout the inhabited earth, destroying all in his path until nothing but dust remains. A number of more obscure texts speak of a hope and a means to dispel Fenrir away from the earthly dimension and back to the realm of the gods. And behold, at Ragnarok there was a mortal against Fenrir, acting beneath the watch of Odin's eye. The amulet was in their hand, and nothing but peace or death could separate them. Very interesting, Mr. Bond. So what we have here is we have a situation in which someone can come along with an amulet. Presumably that's us with this amulet in our inventory, and we can save the world from Fenrir, I guess. However, it mentioned under the watchful eye of Odin, and it seems that at the moment we're under the watchful eye of Baron Wittard. Maybe we'll find out more about that. Here we have some utensils, some axes, a rake, and of course the Viking helmet with horns, classic Viking symbol. And here we have a well, it looks like. What is this? The Well of Vergelmere. At the lowest level of the Viking universe is the Well of Vergelmere. It was believed to hold the power to connect each and every other realm in Nordic cosmology. It is guarded by the dragon Nidhogg. The name Vergelmere means bubbling, boiling spring. It is a gateway between realms. Well of Vergelmere. Let's take a look over here. We have a huge image of Odin on the wall here. Grand Viking vessel.
Yes, and it's actually not even real sized because it's a replica and it's a bit smaller.
Oh, okay. So Wittard had a replica Viking ship, and I do wonder how he managed to get this in here through the door. Still,
or they assembled it there. I think that's it.
Yeah, well, it has to be. Or actually, that looks like it might be some kind of door there. Maybe they wheeled it in through that.
Ah, that's possible, yes.
Yes. Good. Yes. And we have a chest. What does this chest contain? Something is telling me that it's a puzzle. But we shall find out in the next video.